The cryptocurrency bill was introduced during the Parliament session on Tuesday. Finance Minister Sitharaman has said that the new bill with changes will be presented. So let's take a look at what else she spoke about as far as the crypto bill for India is concerned. Let's break down all those details. First, very interesting what the Finance Minister said, that this will be a new bill, this will be presented, and this will not be the 2019, which was the original crypto bill for India. The other big takeaway was the Finance Minister saying that there has been no decision taken on banning crypto advertisements or ads. Remember, this has been one of the biggest concerns of the government, that these ads which are put out by the exchanges are misleading the investors. The other big takeaway was where the Finance Minister said that steps are being taken to create more awareness through the RBI and SEBI, and this needs to be at the heart of any discussion as far as crypto's future is concerned. But she also said there is no information currently on the tax which is collected by cryptocurrency in India, which of course will be very, very important to go forward with the bill. Crypto will not be legalized as a currency. This is something that we've heard from the Finance Secretary earlier as well. There will be a regulation on NFT, which is a non-fungible token, which is also currently being considered. Let's listen in to what the Finance Minister had to say.
Through the SEBI, through the RBI, and through once, I think, Government of India, there have been statements issued, and also fairly awareness building attempt has been made to say that this is a risky area, and people who are going in there be conscious as to what you're doing, and also said that this is an area yet not in complete regulatory framework. The matter was highlighted that in the absence of a clear-cut policy, regulation by RBI also may not be proper. So that drove the attempt to have a group, and then the inter-ministerial group worked into it, and then the policy came up, and policy was not issued out, but we are now bringing a bill and so on.
So what are experts making of these announcements that have come from the Finance Minister? I have with me Dr. Aruna Sharma, who's a former member of the Digitization Committee from the RBI or the Central Bank. Ma'am, thank you for taking our time and joining us here. What do you make of the announcements that came from the Finance Minister yesterday, specifically where she said that this will be a new bill that will be presented?
You know, I think the Finance Minister has clarified a lot of fog and mist that was surrounding the jumping to the conclusions based on the titling of the bill that will be placed in the Parliament. And that, I think, has come out very timely and very, very clear that the title was more a copy-paste job of what was introduced in the last session. And this is entirely a new session, and a new title will be coming soon. It is still under discussion, number one. Number two, the Finance Minister also made it very clear that RBI, there will be a provisioning for RBI to introduce what you call it as a digital currency, which is backed by the Central Bank of the India, that is RBI, and that will be the currency value, which will be like a digital payment we do, but at a much reformed form, where the banking system will come into a transformation.
Okay.
And that will be a controlled kind of a thing, where value of your 100 rupees will continue to be 100 rupees. Number three, I think it made it very clear as far as crypto is concerned, it is not a legal tender. So I suggest everybody to use the word crypto and not cryptocurrency at all. And this crypto, there will be a detailed bill about it as to how the regulations will go about the bill, and there is no question of ban. And number four, what was made very clear about the advertisement of it, there is already a provisioning where the advertisements are scrutinized, whether they are offensive, whether they are not in par with the Constitution of India, or whether there is misinformation.
Ma'am, you spoke about the frameworks for India's own digital currency. Then I want to understand, how prepared are we to bring in our own digital currency? And for the viewers who are watching it, how different will it be from the currency that we know today?
Today, what we know, the currency, we have India in a very big way and geometrical proportion. We are increasing towards the digital payment, even though it is constituting still a small percentage of cash handling in the country. So the moment you have a digital currency, what is expected that the digital payment is different from digital currency. the printing of currency in a large value will considerably come down. Then it will be used as a token, and maybe it will make INR much more stronger in the international exchange market. And this will enable, because of the token system, to exchange it across the countries, across the borders of geographical India. And it is backed by your bank account, and it is tangible because it is completely related to the amount of currencies which the RBI will be issuing at different moment of time. So the change will come in your entire banking system. You may not have a bank account and the FD numbers and other things. That may come under a transformation. And two, because of tokenization, it will be much more flexible to operate upon it, and it will give maybe an INR emerging as a very strong exchange currency internationally.
Okay. The finance minister also categorically said that as of now, there is no decision that has been taken on banning these advertisements. What is the kind of awareness that we need from the central bank and SEBI?
See, the awareness which has to come not just from the RBI and SEBI, but also by the crypto exchanges, which in recent ads I have seen that it has started coming. Their concern about that, yes, they are not a legal tender. It has to come out very clearly. It should also come out very clearly that they are now following the KYC norms, are going to follow the KYC norms. They are going to have a blockchain technology only. They will not sort of record any exchanges which is in their internal databases. So tracking is possible. So all these conditionalities which is necessary for a compliance route on their own, like a self-regulatory, they should come out as to what are the steps they are already taking or plan to take. And then when the regulatory bill comes, all this will get incorporated, maybe something plus about it. So this has to come out very clearly in the advertisements. And the moment the government is very clear and comes out in the bill, whether they are going to treat crypto as an asset or something else, then the SEBI regulations and everything, the taxation regime, everything will fall into that ambit. And people, when the moment they encash the crypto, it will be subjected to taxation like you do for your shares. Similarly, the SEBI rules of compliances and reporting will also become applicable to them. So what is important in advertisement is to make the investor informed very, very clearly that one, this is not a currency, this is not a legal tender, and it is speculative. So it has to go very, very crystal clear in the advertisement.
Okay, we leave the conversation there. Education of the investors to understand that this is a high-risk market is the need of the hour. We're slipping into a very short break, coming back with lots more.